I haven't done a cooking video in just over a year. I wanted to simplify my life a little bit, make it easier for myself in retirement, and doing videos can be a little complicated. However, I wanted to do a video of something I've been doing lately, and that's making stir fry. Now, I'm 74 years old. I started cooking when I was a teenager, but I never got into stir fry because I read things or saw things that said Americans don't know how to do stir fry. You don't just throw things in a pan and stir it around and you're done. There's supposedly a technique. Well, YouTube shows you how to do a proper stir fry. But I found an easy way to do stir fry so I can get a meal onto a plate very quickly. And that's this here. Frozen mixed vegetables, because the work is already done. They're already chopped, they're already blanched, par cooked. All you got to do is just put it all together the way Americans aren't supposed to do it, and you can get food onto a plate. And one thing worth mentioning, because I'm eating right, I'm losing weight. Can you tell? I've lost 30 pounds, and it's because I've eliminated all of the major sources of carbohydrates: sugar, bread, rice, potatoes, pasta. That was the hardest to get rid of. And I'm eating mostly vegetables, and it's helping. I feel better, and I think I look a little bit better. So anyways, let's do a stir fry. I'm going to do a chicken stir fry today. Now, when I say chicken stir fry, I mean chicken and vegetables. So let me get my wok heating. Okay, and this is an inexpensive wok that I bought this years ago at Costco and never used it. It's been out in the shed. Still had the labels on it. Thought it might be a good idea to use it in a cooking video. Never did. Okay, that's some regular olive oil. I call it cooking olive oil. It's just pure olive oil. It's not extra virgin. Extra virgin would burn at high temperature. Okay. Hopefully that's ready. Yeah, there it is. Start that sizzling. I'm going to add a little bit of, I don't have any soy sauce. I'm out of soy sauce. So this is tamari. And then just a little bit, because this a little goes a long way. This is some sesame oil. Just a few drops. That's cooking nicely. Eventually, someday, when the coating on this pan wears out, I'm going to buy a really nice carbon steel wok. But for the time being, this pan is fine because it's brand new. I never used it. All right, I want to get this pan out of the, I want to get this chicken out of the pan, just starting to brown a little bit. I'll put that in afterwards. You don't have to worry about overcooking chicken thigh. This is chicken thigh, dark meat. It's not going to become really tough. Like, I wouldn't be really careful about cooking with shrimp, for example. I'm going to put a little bit more oil in this pan. And then I'm going to put in my vegetables. And these are frozen right from the bag. So there's two different kinds of carrot. There's some broccoli and some cauliflower. And I'm going to put a lid on this because this needs to thaw and steam. And that's going to probably take about 5 minutes or so. I want to get my vegetables cooked until they're crisp tender. Okay, the vegetables look done, and some of them are slightly browned, which is nice. For flavoring the vegetables, I'm going to put a little bit of mirin in there. Fan of the website bought me this. And I like to say he didn't buy me just any old mirin. He bought me the Gucci of mirin. And then I'm going to put some water with cornstarch in there to start to make a sauce. That should thicken a little bit. And if not, I can add a little bit more. Yeah, that looks good. Let me taste that because it's probably going to need some salt. Pause that heat. Ooh, that mirin is good. Adds a little bit of sweetness to it. A little bit of salt. I think I'm going to put some pepper in there. Give that a stir. That sauce looks great. Came out just right. Have a taste. Yes, that's good. I put the heat back on again. Put the chicken back in. Turn that off. This is an induction cooker, so I can put a plate on there and it won't damage anything. Beautiful. Doesn't that look good? I love stir fry. I think it's so easy and it takes only minutes. I can go from start to finish in probably 10 to 15 minutes and I have a plate on a plate of food on the table. This is good for like cooking for 1 or 2 people. If you're going to cook for a crowd, you're going to overcrowd your wok and you're not going to get the kind of cooking you want. All right, last step is to see how good this tastes. You'll notice I'm using a fork rather than chopsticks. I cut that chicken up kind of small. Normally, you would cut the pieces of chicken larger if you're going to be using chopsticks. The vegetables cooked to perfection. They're crisp, tender. The flavor of that sauce, I could taste it with a spoon again. Oh, that is so good. So excuse me, I'm going to go enjoy my dinner of chicken and vegetable stir fry.